Everyone, good evening. I am going to solve some question related to polynomials. Now here I shall, that is, I will explain about some relationship between quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, and so on. Linear polynomial also I will explain, I will describe here. So each and every student can do its solution very easy. Here just and is resolving the issues. After solving it, I will start the chapter whose name is polynomial. In this case, I shall explain its concept in detail. Now, first of all, I am going to erase the written informations which are available on the blackboard. Now, yesterday I was explaining, that is describing about the concept of quadratic polynomial when general quadratic polynomial is given. In that case, I will use the concept of the constants A, B and C. If the value of A is positive, so that quadratic polynomial will open upward direction. If value of A is negative, it means that quadratic polynomial will open downward direction. Already I have explained here. Now here I have to explain about the relationship between zeros of the polynomial. So I am going to take its example, and after taking its example I have to explain relationship between zeros and coefficient of a polynomial. So here I am going to write class 10 mathematics. Mathematics, which is in English medium. That is based on NCERT pattern. NCERT pattern, and code will be CBSE board. CBSE board. So some instructions I am going to give you, so you positively follow it. First instruction is that you have to take one notebook and one pen, and then you have to sit properly at your location. Now today I am going to explain the relationship between polynomial and coefficient of of the zero. It means that the relationship between zeros and coefficient of the polynomial. So first of all, I am going to take its information, that is the relationship between zeros and coefficient of the polynomial. Relationship between zeros. Relationship between zeros and coefficient of a polynomial polynomial. We have to get zeros and also coefficients of a polynomial. It means that here in my syllabus, that is that in the syllabus of 10, that is available linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial. So we have to get these three information in detail. First information is linear polynomial, second is the quadratic polynomial and third is the cubic polynomial. Now in the case of linear polynomial, I will write y is equal to ax plus b. This is a polynomial which is available in the form of linear. Okay students, if you are getting any confusion, so you comment and I will reply that. Now in study class and in other class video that has no sound, because the one setting is already open, so I have terminated that setting, that is I have closed that setting. So now voice is already available there, so you go in my live video and you can observe their sound is available. Okay students, so previous all classes which are important, and if you have any sound problem, so now I have resolved that sound problem and you can observe those videos, those online videos in live video very easily. Okay students, now here I am going to explain one concept which is related to, you write it on your copy. The relationship between zeros and coefficient of a polynomial. Now this is a polynomial which is available in zeros form. So this is a polynomial which is available in zero form. Now I have to get its zeros of sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. And in the quadratic form I will write like y sorry, I will write y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. This is the polynomial whose name is quadratic polynomial, because in this quadratic polynomial we will get two zeros that will depend on nature of a and the nature of discriminant. If the discriminant will be negative, so it will not intersect the x-axis at different points. So there will be rows and both row will be different row and imaginary. It means that will come in the complex form, and with the help of complex form that will available in the form of a plus ib, a plus minus ib. This is the roots which is available in imaginary form, and I read it as a complex number, and complex number, this complex number is existing in the chapter of 11th class. Okay student, so I will read it in other class. But if roots are real and equal, yeah, roots are real and distinct, in that case I will find the zeros of that quadratic polynomial. It means that that quadratic polynomial will touch the x-axis at one point. Yeah, that quadratic polynomial will cut the x-axis at two different points. If there will be two different points, it means that that quadratic polynomial will have two zeros value. But in the case of discriminant, the value of discriminant is 0, it means that that quadratic equation will touch the x-axis at one point, and therefore I will say that is that quadratic polynomial has only one zero. So one by one I will explain it also. Okay, student. And third is the cubic polynomial, which is available in my syllabus. I will write ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. It means that this is the quadratic polynomial. It has degree 3. If any polynomial which has degree 3, that is called quadratic cubic polynomial, and if any polynomial which has degree 2 is called quadratic polynomial, and in other words we can say that other polynomial, a polynomial which has degree 1, means by given has degree 1, that is called linear polynomial. Okay, student. So here I have to explain the relationship between zeros and coefficient of a polynomial in detail. Now I am going to explain another information which are related to this. So I will write the coefficients zeros after. I will write here first point 0 of a linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. Zeros of a linear polynomial. Polynomial. It means that y is equal to ax plus b. In this case, I will write zeros of the polynomial is equal to 0 of the linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. Linear polynomial is equal to, here I will write minus constant term divided by coefficient of x. Here I will write coefficient of x, coefficient coefficient of x. Coefficient of x. It means that here constant term is b and coefficient of x is available a. So I will write zeros of the polynomial. 0 of the linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. I will write here polynomial is equal to minus constant term is available here b, so I will write b, and divided by coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is available here a, so I put here a. So this is the required formula, and we have to remember it, because if any linear equation is given, and then we have to find the value of the zeros of the linear polynomial. In that case, I can write simply minus the constant term divided by coefficient of x. In other words, we can say that minus b divided by a. That will be the zeros of the linear polynomial. So this is important, and some question which is asked on this formula, yeah, this concept, and we have to know it and we will use this concept in the text book where question and numericals are available there. Okay, student. So I hope that if you are getting any confusion, so you comment and I will see your comment. After looking your comment, I will explain the solution of your numericals in detail. Okay, student. Now in yesterday class, sound was not coming properly. So I have made setup. So now there its voice is clear and you can go in my live video and again you can watch easily, and you have to take the knowledge about the yesterday class video. Actually, this is the free free online coaching that free online coaching of class 10th mathematics, which is based on English medium, and also it is related to CBSE board, and also this book is based on NCERT pattern. Okay, student. So each and every concept I will explain in detail, and after explaining in detail, I will also cover the solution of each and every on each and every question. Okay, student. So if you are getting very well, so you like this video, and also you subscribe this channel more and more, and also you share this video with your colleagues, friends, and students, so that they can also update and develop their knowledge on this topic. Okay, student. Now I am going to explain further concept. So I have explained here first point, zeros of the linear polynomial, and linear polynomial is also written in this form: y is equal to ax plus b, where y is the function, yeah, y is the polynomial in the form of x and constant term. X is the variable and it is lying on the x-axis. Okay, students. So if we will get zero of the polynomial, in this case I will write minus constant term divided by coefficient of x, and we will put the value of constant term which is available here b, and the value of the coefficient of x is a. So that will be zeros of the linear polynomial is equal to minus b by a. So student, you write these informations on your notebooks with your pen, and you sit properly so you can get good knowledge from this topic. Okay, student. So now I am going to explain next point. I hope that you have already noted it. So I am going to erase this one. Now next concept is zero of the quadratic polynomial. Point number 2. Zeros of a quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. Zeros of a quadratic polynomial. What is the concept of zeros of a quadratic polynomial? First of all, I will write its function. Y is equal to fx, which is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where a cannot be 0. We have to remember this one. This is the quadratic polynomial, and in this quadratic polynomial I have to get the zeros of the given quadratic polynomial. In this case I will write zeros of the quadratic, sum of the zeros. I will put here sum of the zeros, sum of the zeros. In the bracket I will write alpha plus beta. In other words, we can say that sum of the zero, because this quadratic equation will cut the x-axis at two different points, and it will have two roots, means it will have two value of x, and one value of x is called alpha, and second value of x I say beta. It means that alpha and beta are the roots of the given quadratic polynomial. Okay, student, it means that on the x-axis at the point alpha, that curve means that polynomial will, that quadratic polynomial will intersect at alpha point and same at beta point. Therefore, I will say two zeros will be available there. So we have to calculate sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta. It will be minus coefficient of x, coefficient of x. Here I will write minus. Minus is written in the formula. This is the concept and we have to remember it. Minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. Here I will write coefficient of x square. Now here coefficient of x square is available a, and in this term coefficient of x is available b, and c is the constant term you are knowing very well. Okay, students. Now I am going to put the value of coefficient of x from this term and coefficient of x square from this term, and after putting it I will write sum of the zero is equal to alpha plus beta. In other words, that is, we can say that alpha plus beta. This is the minus which is available in the formula. Now we have to put the value of coefficient of x. Here is available b. So I will write here b, and then I will put division sign, and then coefficient of x square. Here coefficient of x square is available a. So I will put here a. So this is the important formula, and we have to remember it for solving question, yeah, numericals. Okay, student. So if quadratic equation is given, so sum of the zeros, that is sum of the two roots, will be minus coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square, and I can write alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Okay, student. So you write this concept on your copy. Now, which term, yeah, which concept I am explaining and I am writing on the blackboard, and you see and you properly write these data on your copy for developing good concept. Okay, students. So sum of the zeros I had calculated here. Now we have to find product of the zeros. It means that we have to take multiplication of two roots, and multiplication of two roots will be constant term divided by coefficient of x square. It means that one root is alpha, another root is beta. I will take the multiplication of two roots, that will be the product of zeros. It means that alpha into beta is equal to constant term. Here constant term is available c divided by coefficient of x square, that is available a. It means that we can write alpha into beta is equal to c divided by a. That will be the product of two roots, and both roots will lie on the x-axis. Okay, students. So I am going to erase this one, and I will take product of two roots in the quadratic equation. So here I am writing product of zeros. Product of two zeros. Product of two zeros. Yeah, in other words, we can say that is alpha into beta. Alpha into beta. It will be equal to constant term constant term. Here I will write constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Here I will write coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. Okay, student, product of two zeros या product of two roots. Alpha is one root and beta is another root, and both roots will lie on the x-axis. So we are taking product of two roots, which is equal to constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Okay, students. So I am going to write in symbolic form. I am going to write it in symbolic form. Okay, student. I hope that you have already written it, and now I am going to erase this one, and this formula I will write in symbolic form so you can easily remember that, and after remembering you can also solve some questions which are available in your textbook, and you have to use this concept for solving polynomial methods. Okay, students. So I am going to erase this one. Here I will write product of two roots. One root is alpha and another root is beta. Now here constant term in the quadratic polynomial, constant term is c are divided by coefficient of x square is a. It means that product of both roots I can write alpha into beta, which is equal to c divided by a. So in the case of linear polynomial, I have also written there zeros of the linear polynomial, and in the quadratic equation I have also written the sum of the roots. Yes, the sum of the zeros is equal to minus b upon a, and product of the zeros which is equal to c upon a. So student must be remembered for solving numericals which are based on this concept. Okay, student. So now I am going to erase this one, and next topic I will explain. So student, in standard, you listen carefully. In standard class, I have recorded this live video, and there was no sound. So that was a setting problem. I have already completed that setting, resolved that issue. Now you can again observe that video, so you will get good knowledge on that topic, and some questions which are based on that topic you can easily solve. Now if you are getting good from this video, so you like this video, yeah, this channel very well, more and more, and also you subscribe this channel, and also you share this video with your colleagues, students, and also your friends, so that they can also update their knowledge, and they can also develop their knowledge and update their concept from this topic. Therefore I am informing you to complete this information. Okay, so now I am going to also explain next topic, and you concentrate here. Okay, students. So I am going to erase this one for explaining another topic which is related to polynomial, that is the cubic polynomial. Now third topic I am going to explain cubic polynomial. Zeros of a cubic polynomial. Here we have to find zeros of a cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. Zeros of a cubic polynomial. Now first of all I will write the polynomial name which is cubic. Means I will write here y is equal to f of x. Now in the left hand side I am writing y is equal to f of x, which is equal to a into x cube, and then I will write another constant b into x square plus c into x plus I will write a constant d. It means that here I will also write a cannot be 0 if in this polynomial a will be 0, so this polynomial will become quadratic. But I have to explain here cubic polynomial. Okay, student, it means that this polynomial has degree 3, so it is called cubic polynomial. In this polynomial, I have three roots. One root will be alpha, other root will be beta, and third root will be gamma. So in this case, I will take the sum of zeros regarding this polynomial sum of the zeros. I will take alpha plus beta plus gamma, that will be the coefficient of x minus the coefficient of x square divided by coefficient of x cube. So this is the one formula we have to use in our question. And second is the product of two roots. It means that I will take the value of alpha beta into beta gamma, gamma into alpha. That will be the coefficient of x, coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x cube. So in this case, I will get the information from this cubic polynomial, and after getting it, then we will also find the product of the three roots, means alpha into beta into gamma, which is equal to constant minus constant divided by coefficient of x cube. So these are the informations which are already available, and if we will know in some portion some of the zeros are given, some of the different roots are given, and we have to find quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, or linear polynomial. With using these concept, I can easily obtain. Okay, student. So I am going to write some of the roots. Sum of the roots, yes, sum of the zeros of cubic polynomial. Sum of the zeros in cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial. Sum of the zeros in cubic polynomial. In other words, we can say that alpha plus beta plus gamma, because this cubic polynomial will have three roots. So in first case, I will take the sum of these three roots. It will be I will write here minus coefficient of x square, coefficient of x square, coefficient of x square divided by I will write coefficient of x cube. Coefficient of x cube. Here I will write coefficient of x cube. Okay, student, you write it clearly on your notebook. So this is the cubic polynomial which is available here. A cannot be 0, but we have to get sum of zeros in cubic polynomial. That will be alpha plus beta plus gamma. These are the roots, which is equal to minus coefficient of x square. Here minus coefficient of x square is available b, and coefficient of x cube. Here coefficient of x cube is available a. So I will write in symbolic form. That will be, I am going to write here alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is equal to minus is available in the formula. Coefficient of x square is available here b. So I will put here b, and divided by coefficient of x cube. Here a label A. So here I will put A. So this is the formula and we have to remember because this formula I will use in numericals. So one information I have got from this cubic polynomial. So next formula I am going to also develop or describe. Next formula I am also going to describe, that is sum of two roots in cubic polynomial. Sum of two roots in the cubic sum of two product of two roots in cubic polynomial. Here I write product sum product of two roots in cubic polynomial. Okay, I will write like this: alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha, which is equal to, I will write coefficient of x, coefficient of x. Here I will write coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x cube. Coefficient of x cube. Okay, students. So here we are taking sum of product of two roots, alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha. Okay, students. So you write it properly. So it is equal to coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x cube. So here in the cubic polynomial, coefficient of x is available c, but coefficient of x cube is available a. So I will write where I will send this data. Here I am going to write alpha beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha, gamma into alpha, which is equal to c divided by a, c divided by a. In other words, we can write here c divided by a, and I am putting it in rectangle box so that further I can use it. So alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is equal to minus b upon a, and alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, which is equal to c divided by a. Okay, students. So this is the first information I have written here, and this is the second information I have also written here. Now third information I am going to write here. So student, I hope that you have already written these information on your notebook with pen. Now I am saying, I am informing that you have to take the information of each and every question, yeah, each and every concept positively. Okay, student. So I am going to erase this one. After erasing this one, and I will write there next concept. Now concept number, I will write here next concept, that is product of all roots. Here I will write product of all zeros. Product of zeros. Product of zeros in cubic polynomial. In cubic polynomial. Product of zero in cubic. Product of zeroth in cubic polynomial. It means that here I am using cubic polynomial. So this cubic polynomial will intersect x-axis at three different points. Therefore, I will say its roots name is alpha, beta, and gamma. So I will take here product. So it will be like this: alpha into beta into gamma, which is equal to, I will write constant term minus constant term. Here I will write minus constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So I will write it here properly: constant constant term divided by coefficient of x cube. Here I will write coefficient of x cube. Here I will write coefficient of x cube. Here I will write coefficient of x cube. So product of zeros in cubic polynomial, that will be alpha into beta into gamma, which is equal to minus constant term but divided by coefficient of x square. In this cubic polynomial, constant term is d and coefficient of x square is a. So I can write alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus d divided by a. Okay student, so I am going to erase this one, and after erasing this one I can also say it here: alpha into beta into gamma, which is equal to minus d divided by a. So I am going to also write it in rectangle box, so that it will be a simple formula, and this formula we have to remember very well, so that some portion which is related to cubic polynomial, so we can use this formula, and after using this formula we will evaluate the solution of those numericals. Okay student, so I am going to also erase this one, and after erasing this one, and I will write all formula related to cubic polynomial here at one place, so we can easily use. Okay student, therefore I am going to erase this one. If you are getting any problem this topic, so you comment, and after commenting we will also see your comment, and after looking your comment then I will reply properly. Okay students, so in the cubic polynomial I have got alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is equal to fw minus d divided by a. This is the one formula. Okay student, and second formula I am going to write alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha, which is equal to c divided by a. So here I will write alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha, which is equal to c divided by a. So here I will write c divided by a. This is the second formula. So third formula I have to also write, that is very simple: alpha into beta into gamma, which is equal to minus d divided by a. So these are the formula, and we have to remember clearly, so that I can solve the numericals which are based on this topic. Okay student, so this concept which is available here, relationship between zeros and coefficient of a polynomial. In this case, in my syllabus, linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, and cubic polynomials are available, and I have got its zeros values and this 0 corresponding this 0's value I have got its root, and what is the relationship between sum of the roots, product of the roots in the quadratic polynomial and also in the cubic polynomial. I have got its value, and question will be sum of the three roots will be given, so I can get the cubic polynomial with the help of roots. And also if roots are given for the quadratic polynomial, I can also obtain its quadratic polynomial with the help of roots. Okay student, so I am going to erase this topic, and some numericals I will solve on this topic. Okay student, so I am going to take numerical information from this topic. Now here I am also going to give some advantage of the formula, and those formula are also important in the algebra. Okay student, without formula you can never solve the mathematics problem, because base is already needed there. Because if you are knowing identity and how to prove the identity, that concept you should also know. Okay students, so I am going to erase this one, and important information I am going to explain, and you have to follow, and also you have to remember these. Now here's some important identities I am going to write. Some important identities are identities are available here. So all those identities I am going to explain. Okay students, so now first identity I am writing here. Suppose that a plus b. A is also a constant, B is also constant, but it lies from minus infinity to plus infinity, and we have to get its square value. So it will be a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay student, so this is the identity. In the left hand side is available one information, right hand side also available information. We will take the left hand side data or right hand side data. We can also prove from left to right or right to left. So if this existence is available, it means that is called identity. Okay student, now second identity I am going to also explain. A minus b whole square is equal to, I will write here, a square minus 2ab plus b square. It means that in the Taylor formula I will put in the place of b is minus b. So here I can also write in the Taylor formula for getting that value. I will put a square plus 2a into, in the place of b I will write here minus, and plus in the bracket I will write b whole square. Okay student, after simplification I will get a square. This is the plus sign and this is the minus sign. Always the plus and multiplication of minus sign, it will become minus. So here I will put 2 into ab. Now here minus b square is available. I will put in the place of b minus b square, means minus b is available 2 times. I will use minus b into minus b, because the multiplication of minus into minus, it will become plus. So here I will write plus b square. Therefore here I am writing b square. So this is the required formula. A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now I am also going to write another term, that is point number 3. Here I will write a cube minus b cube. It will be as, otherwise other formula I am going to write a plus b whole cube. It will be a cube plus b cube. Here I will write 3ab, in the bracket I will write a plus b. Or in other words, we can say that a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3a b square, because I will multiply this with this term and then we will multiply with this term. After multiplication we will get this one. Okay student, if you are getting any confusion, so again you ask with comment, and then I will explain your this issue in detail. Okay student, according to this way I will explain some portion which is related to quadratic and cubic polynomial. So if you are getting good knowledge from this teaching, so you like this channel more and more, and then you also subscribe this channel more and more, and also you have to share this channel with your colleagues, friends and students, so that they can also update their knowledge and they can also develop their knowledge on this topic. Okay student, so this class is also based on NCERT pattern, and this is the mathematics class 10 English medium. Okay student, so first chapter I have also described, and if any student who are not knowing first chapter, so you can go in my live video and from there you can learn. When any time, if I will get time, so on any Sunday I will explain again also, so that you can also get advantage, that is good concept from the real number. That is, real number means that belongs from number system, and this is the topic number 2, that is the chapter number 2, whose name is polynomial. So in the case of polynomial, each and every concept I have already explained. Now I have to solve numericals from this chapter. Okay student, so you concentrate on this topic, and each and every topic which topic I have explained here. After explaining, you write each and every concept properly, and then you solve which informations, which directions I am giving. According to those information and directions, you solve each and every question properly. Okay students, on the same time means 10 past to 7 o'clock, that is 10 past to 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. always I will present online, and that will be the free online coaching classes, and only you have to concentrate on each and every teaching and each and every concept, and also you have to note it in details. So my requirement is only you have to like this channel, subscribe this channel, and also you have to share this video more and more with your friend for developing concept and updating concept on this topic. Okay, student, thank you. I will meet you tomorrow on the same time, 10 past to 7 p.m. up to 8 p.m. Jai Hind.